he's going to have to... I'm hoping he doesn't try and push in, because with all these Templar, all this Storm, I don't think he's going to succeed. Crossing those bridges is just too difficult, and Super really needs to move that Observer, otherwise this one's going to die for nothing, and it dies for nothing. I mean, he could have moved it back right there, and for the Hydralisk to come in and pick it off would be that much harder. He's got this shuttle out. I'm not sure what he's doing with it. I mean, he could go for a 4 Zealot drop, he could go for a Storm drop, which is what I thought he was going to do, but he's just sitting tight. Not sure what the strategy is there, but no more Observers coming out for Super, and he really needs Observers. With that Lurker contain going on, he really needs Observer. Build an Observer, Super, build an Observer. You can't push out until you build an Observer. Otherwise, this contain is just going to be painful. Okay, it looks like Iru is finally deciding to take out, to counter this thing, and the third base, but he's not going to have much of a chance. There's already, like, the control group worth of Zealots, and now there's 2 Templar, and Hydralisk is not going to be good enough for that. Iru, I think, really, with this contain on, he already has an advantage in terms of map control. I really feel like he should probably go back and put down a Queen's Nest and just tech up to a Hive and try and get into the late game, because when you sit here in the mid game with your Hydralisk and your Lurkers, and I mean, he doesn't even fire, so no Mutalisk or Scourge, but just Hydralisk and Lurker and maybe some Lings, I mean, an Archon, a few Templar, and a whole bunch of Zealots will just destroy your force really, really fast, and it's just completely inefficient. So I really need to tech up. He's got this advantage right now. He still has map control, but needs to take a 4th base, needs to get up to Hive, needs to do something, because SuperSalv is also on 3 bases, and it's, I mean, he's got a lot of gas. As soon as that 3rd gas kicks in, which probably is already, you're just going to see a ton of Templar, you're going to see a ton of Archons, and that's just going to bode doom for Iru, because when you see a ball, that Kotos ball of Archons and Templar and Dragoons, it's just like, how do you counter it with Lurkers and Hydras? You can't. You absolutely can't. And it looks like, oh shoot, I missed this. It looks like there's a Storm drop, and it looks like it kills, maybe, okay, it looks like Iru actually was able to pull away and didn't lose too many drones to that. It also looks like he was able to pick off the shuttle. I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, it looks like he was able to pick off the shuttle. Sorry I missed that. But yeah, the 4th base is going down for Iru. Maybe he shouldn't probably even try and think about taking up a 5th, considering SuperSalv is just sitting back in his face, not really doing anything. Okay, now he's going to try and push out, but he doesn't. Okay, his Observer is in place, and he gets nice Storms. That Lurker goes down, a bunch of Hydras go down, but the contain is still up. He still has 5, it looks like 5 Lurkers, 6 Lurkers, as well as some Hydralisk, a good bunch of Hydralisk. So it's still going to be difficult for SuperSalv to cross this bridge, especially if he keeps losing Observers like that. If he keeps losing Observers like that, he's just never going to be able to push without this massive number of Storms. It looks like there's only 1 High Templar left in this area, and those Dragoons are all, yeah, this is what I said at the beginning. For the Dragoons to get through, they've now got to go through the mineral line, which is going to be a pain in the ass. You really should just blow up this cannon and just take the hit of that 150 beginning minerals and not worry about it, so that we can get the Dragoons out easier. And now we see Super going out with his Zealots, checking some more expansions. Good thing for Iru that he went over here into the right side of the map instead of the left side of the map. Otherwise, that control group with the Zealots might have been able to do a whole lot of damage here, especially with that Templar. Just a couple Storms and that would do a whole lot of damage. But he's going to try and be able to get a flank off here, and those Zealots are just taking free damage. They're just taking damage for nothing from Iru's Lurkers. So yeah, SuperSalv really needs to keep this Observer alive for once, because this is just getting kind of ridiculous that he has been able to push out. He's definitely had huge population advantage for a while. He's got a 50 population advantage right now, 60 now that the fight is going on. He should have been able to push out a while ago, so he was just sitting here not building Observers. But yeah, now we see the big fight going on, and it looks like Iru is just going down with this Hydralisk Lurker forces. It just melts to all these +2 upgraded Dragoons and Zealots and Storm, and it doesn't look like Iru has any upgrades right now. The evolution chambers are down, but I mean, they're not researching anything. I'm not sure what Iru was doing. I think he might have just had a multitask mistake there. He's got a lot of drones doing nothing. He's got a lot of drones everywhere. That's actually quite surprising. Mine drones, mine. Actually, he's got plenty of money. He needs to make these larvas into things, and he's just getting tons of Hydralisk. He's still stuck on Hydralisk. Storm destroys Hydralisk. There's 2 Storms left on this one, and another 2 on this one, and this is what's going to happen. You're just going to see the Hydralisk all melt, and then the Zealots and Dragoons are going to take down the second colonies, and then it's going to be absolute rape. Yeah, here we go. There's going to be another 4 or 5, and that Lurker goes down. He doesn't even, I mean, honestly, Super has so many Storms right now that he doesn't even need that Observer, it seems. But yeah, this third base for Iru is going to go down. There's nothing he can do at this point. He's down to 72 population, and like he's got a lot of idle drones everywhere. He's building so many drones. I don't know what other people think, but it looks like that's just too many drones. And yeah, now this fifth base, this corner back mineral only for Iru, found by Super, and he's just in there killing drones en masse. He got a lot of drones there. I mean, I don't know if all 7 of those kills were drones. I'm sure those 2 were drones, so he probably got a good 6-7 kills. And now we see Protoss going to 4, 5 bases. And yeah, this is over. Now this is time for me to call this status over. SuperSalv will win this game. There is no high tech down. There is no, there's no doom drop prepare. There's nothing going on for I right now. I don't think he has a single advantage in this game right now. I mean, he did for a while. He had that contain in here, and he had the time, and he had the chance to go to hive, to go pick up a 5th base, to try and do something to get a big lead since he had the map control, a contain control. But he didn't take advantage really, and now he's paying the price. Now you get to see that Protoss force just come out and in a mid-game Hydralisk Lurker army against a late-game Archon High Templar force is just going to do nothing. Although, I kind of expected to see more Archons considering the gas that he's got there. He could probably build a bunch of Archons right now if he wanted to. And it looks like Super is just content to sit here at 160 population. He's trying to push up this back ramp. I don't know when that opened up, but it did open up. Actually, Iru himself might have opened that up. It doesn't look like there's any probes out for SuperSalv. But yeah, I mean, you've got an 80 population Zerg against a 170 population or Protoss. And you see a drop going in here. I mean, great. 1 Lurker. I mean, he'll be able to pick off some High Templar if Super's not paying attention. But, yeah, this is all just little piddling actions. I mean, nothing. I mean, Super should just go finish this, honestly. You have 180 population. You're near maxed out. Just finish it. You've got the Zerg at 2 bases while you're at 5. You've got double his population. Please just finish this, Super. You have enough of an advantage. And if you're worried about these stupid lurkers, just storm them. Storm them. Build an observer. Do something. There we go. There's the observer. Now the lurkers are going down. Now please finish this. You got photon cannons everywhere. Either probes everywhere. Not sure why. There's nothing Iru can do. Iru still doesn't have a clean stuff. Still doesn't have high tech. And now we're just pretty much waiting. So now the Dragoons. Okay, that was weird. Super's Dragoons just sort of walked up and went from one ramp to the other. Okay, well, I guess it worked. I mean, he was able to get the storm off, and yeah, the rest of those forces are going to go down. Now Iru's going to move out because he pretty much has to. I mean, he knows he's dead, or he knows that he's way, way behind, but he's got to try, So he's going to try for his team to push out here, and those Hydros are probably going to get stormed to death. Actually, doesn't look like he has any more storm. What? SuperSalv should really just go with a lot of Archons at this point. Might as well. You've got all these minerals, all these gas. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. He's still... SuperSalv is backing off again. Why? Why are you backing off? Did your observer get picked up? Okay, I guess that makes sense. Right? If your observer gets picked up, you're allowed to back off. But still, why is your observer getting picked up? Build more. Build more observers. Iru is dead for sure. This is just delay, and the inevitable. And yeah. Last of those lurkers on the bridge go down. Lurker legs going, but they're not going to be in time. Get that Dragoon across the bridge, otherwise it's going to block your passage the whole way. And that Templar has no storm, unfortunately. Otherwise, I do enjoy the storm, as you know. So at the end of this, I just wanted to, do a little, not a shout-out, but so if you guys remember Maluda, she's a Protoss player. And she likes to give me a hard time with my commentaries every time. Okay, so there's GG from Iru. Yeah, this is over. So in the corner, you'll see that it says unregistered hypercam. Yes, I am aware. I can't find any key or license or registration for hypercam that works. And I don't really know, and I'm cheap. So I'm not going to buy one. So don't ask me to. I'm not really sure how else to do this. I downloaded that FRAPS, that other program, but it didn't really work for me. It recorded for 30 seconds and then it was bugging out and was making, I don't know, it was making these extra files that were 4 gigabytes long for 30 or for a 4-minute, 5-minute game, and I don't know why it was doing that. But yeah, it was being real flaky on me, so FRAP doesn't work. Hypercam, I don't have a registration key, so yeah, up in the corner, I'm sure you'll see unregistered Hypercam and stuff in the APM alert. But yeah, if you have any ideas, tell me. If you see Maluda, if you see her around, play her, tell her to get off my back, and that I know, and that there's nothing I can really think of right now to do about it. Alright? Thanks, guys, and I will see you in Step 3. We'll actually get to see Nightfox play, so we'll see how that works out. I'm sure that's really the only reason everyone's watching right now, or, well, most people are watching right now. But, yeah, see you there. Bye-bye.